Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stamp a Blessing. I am so happy today to join you this morning to create with you with the new paper pumpkin kit on my mind. Yes, I have two ideas for you today. At the end, I want to bring a word about a resolution. I know it's not January, but still you can make a resolution. And I also have some news about a giveaway that I've been wanting to give away for a long time, and I want you to be aware of it. So let's turn my camera around. Let's start stamping. I have two cool ideas, and I think you're gonna love them. I cannot wait to see what you create. Just casing a little bit of what I'm doing and following your own inspiration. So let's go stamp. On My Mind instructions show different samples of the cards that we receive for Paper Pumpkin, but they also added this cute little flyer here that says catalog coordination gives you more, right? And it says that the kit is supposed to coordinate with some materials or some supplies from the Stampin' Up main catalog. One of them is the Woven Thread Suite, the Garden Lane Suite, and the Come Sail Away Suite. I want to say come sail away with me, but I think that's the name of something different, okay? Now, here is the woven thread, and to be honest, the one that I fell in love with right away was the woven thread. So today I'm going to be using a little bit of the material from the woven thread suite, and you see some of the papers in here. This is actually the stamp set that coordinates with it, Woven Heirloom. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Prayers and heartfelt sympathy are with you and your family. This is such a beautiful, but I'm not going to be using this one today. Also, some of the sequins that coordinate. This is one of the papers that I put in a little shallow bag for my designer series paper share that I did in June, and all my ladies received. It was so fun. I have not touched it because I did not touch it because I bought the actual paper, and I'm so excited. Look how beautiful. These are 6 of the designs, and then I'm going to turn this around so you see the other designs. Look how beautiful they are. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use some of that today. So to start with the first card, we are going to need a card base of 8.5 by 5.5, and that is in Whisper White. I have it right here. I'm also going to have a black layer that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. So just a teeny bit off, as you can see. I will also have a sheet or another layer that is the white layer that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So this is going to be layered like this, okay? I'm also bringing a sheet of designer series paper, and this is part of the woven thread. Absolutely beautiful. This is 5 1/4 by 2. This is the same length as that first. Oh, is it? Yes, it is. Look at that. Very cute. Okay. And then I'm going to bring a little bit of silver foil. I'm using this silver foil today. And what I did is that I cut just a tiny strip that is 2 inches, not 2 inches, 1/4 of an inch by, I believe this is the same as the center, by 5 1/4. Where's my pen? Okay, let's fix this. 5 1/4. There you have it, 5 1/4. That looks like 5 1/4, correct? I hope so. But that's what we're going to use today. So I'm going to bring my paper piercer pad, which I love using with my photopolymer stamp sets that come in here. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to bring our medallion or doily that came with a set. This one right here. I already have it in a clear block. Okay, and I'm going to bring the Rococo Rose. I think that's how you say it. Rococo or Rococo. I have no idea, but it's Rococo Rose. It's so cute. Anyhow, this is one of the in colors that came now in 2019. So we are going to be using this one. Now, before I open it, I'm going to show you something that I did with my paper. Let me switch things around here. I usually like to have this looking this way. It's a little bit easier to manage. So I'll put it right there. I have this. And this is what I did. I took a ruler and a pencil. And I already did it for the purposes of the video, and I measure 2 inches down, so in this case it's right there, and I made a little dot. Then I measured 2 inches a little bit over here, dot, and 2 inches and dot, and then I made a very light line, as you see, right there with my pencil. So that is what I suggest for you to do before you actually start making this project. This piece of designer series paper is going to go right here. But before we glue it right there, we are going to stamp the medallion, creating a border. So in order to do that, I will bring my Rococo Rose. Okay, good morning, Shannon. So good to see you here. Haha, oops, I moved that around. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to be stamping my medallion. Oh, this is not, doesn't seem to be very firm. And I'm gonna go pretty center as able on my cardstock. There you go, beautiful. Then I'm going to follow the little points on the sides of my medallion, and I'm gonna try to do it, oh dear, I cannot see very well because the camera is right in the middle, but I'm gonna try to follow through. Ooh, man, that was good. I was excusing myself and I did the best possible. Right here, I'm gonna try to put those two together. Let's see. Haha, I'm in a stamping mood today. Look at that. And I'm sure that if you don't have this kit, you're already thinking, okay, what can I use to make a border like that? I want to make a border. Well, it's very simple to make, and you can make it with the beautiful medallion that came. It's so elegant. That's what I like about that medallion. And you can make many things. Last week, I used my shell, remember, to make some banners. And I also made some backgrounds. Today we're making a border, but this is not all. Let's just go ahead and go into this card because I have one more thing. If you notice right here, I said that is the flower card measurements. So I'm going to show you what flower I'm going to be creating. And I think you are going to go crazy about this. So I'm going to bring this paper right here. It's gonna go right there. I think it's a tiny bit bigger than the paper, but I don't really care. I don't really care. Now I'm gonna bring my silver foil, okay, and I'm gonna add a tiny bit of glue on it, just a bit. The coolest thing about this glue is a tiny bit goes a long way. You don't want to use it like the school glue, okay? You don't want to put bunches because it will warp your paper, and you don't want that to happen. And I'm gonna put this right here at the bottom. It's kind of calling attention to that precious border right there. Right? You know what? I should have stamped the sentiment before I went ahead and and did everything in front of you. I have mercy, Lord. Now I'm going to bring, I should have done this before I put the paper, but you're going to have mercy of me if this doesn't come out right. It doesn't come right. You pray. This is the moment when all my prayer friends are praying with me. I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so I was just testing. I always like testing. I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black. And I'm just going to put You've Been on My Mind right here. And pray that it comes out good. Yeah, that's okay. It's not perfect, but I'm not going to get too crazy about it, okay? You are imagining that it's absolutely straight, okay? Just imagine that it's absolutely straight. Now, I'm going to add this to my basic black, and I will remove this from here so you can see a little better what I'm doing. I'll just add this quickly, and you can use any of your adhesives for this. I'm just using my favorite right there. I'm putting this right in the center, okay? And this very, very simple card, but having the stamps that you already own, I think this is very cool. And the flowers coming in a second. Let me just finish putting this where it goes. So good to see you all connecting. God is so good. It is a beautiful day to create blessings for others. And these are going to go to some of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. I'm going to be mailing this tomorrow so they can have them and either use them or just be inspired by them. Okay, so I have one more idea. And what I'm bringing is something totally separate from the suite. It is not part of the woven thread, but I thought that goes perfectly with it. And it's the Pressed Petals washi tape. And I was very curious about this washi tape because this is the normal washi tape. As you see, it just has, it says, as one red rose within a garden fair blossoms sometimes and to perfection blown amid the something. So it doesn't seem to make much sense to me. It has sort of like a poem. Springtime it is with me when she is near, and winter when the clouds of absence stray across my heaven holding its. Yes, my ladies, that made no sense to me, but it just kind of creates a little bit of a a background, okay? So this one is not the one I'm using. The one that I was very curious about is this one that actually comes with petals, okay? First time I'm using it. So here is the first petal I'm gonna use. As you see, you can see a full petal right there. The other ones are kind of overlap, but this is where everything starts. So I'm going to take one of these petals out, and I want you to learn how to use it with me, because I think you're gonna love this little flower I'm gonna make here with it. And the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it like this. Ta-da-da. And then I'm gonna get another one. Okay, very, very cool. I have no idea who comes up with these ideas of making a washi tape. Let me see if I'm doing that right. Yeah, a washi tape in the shape of petals. That is really cool, to be honest. Oh, I broke it. Okay, that's what I was not expecting to do. So I'll put this one. Yeah, I'll put this one on the side. I'll use it in another project that I'm not showing them the way I'm showing them today. So I'm just getting my little ones out of here. Look how cute that's looking. It has some sort of a shimmer in them. I really, really like this, and I thought you would love it too. Absolutely simple, and I'm just making my little flower here. There you go. And you can just, make it flat. I guess when I mail them, they're going to go, totally flat. But I am dreaming of them staying up a little. I don't know. I may add a little embossing powder or something behind it, some sort of baby powder behind it so they actually don't stick. But I decided to finish this with a clear faceted gems, and I'm going to use the medium size. I think that's the one I used before. No, ladies, I used the big one. You go big on this. Look at that. Okay, who likes this card? I absolutely love this card. And it's made with a border, beautiful with that medallion, the beautiful woven threads paper. They're absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. The sentiment, they just went above and beyond in Paper Pumpkin this time. I just love that sentiment. I've been using it forever. I love how they mix two different fonts in there. So ladies, don't miss Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is just so good. It keeps bringing more and more beautiful things. I hope you like this one. But here we go. That's the first card that I created. Now I want to go ahead and create the second one. And I hope you already got all the different measurements. I will go ahead and bring my next card. And this is one actually very fun because I call it the diagonal cut card. I have no idea how to call it, okay? I just cut my paper however I want it. Again, I'm using the woven threads. I'm also using Seaside Spray cardstock, and this is the terracotta tile cardstock. Both are part of the ink colors, so this suite actually coordinates very well with the ink colors. After doing this, I'm also going to be having some of my scallop linen ribbon. I'll be using this here very soon. And let's start by stamping the sentiment, because I want to stamp the sentiment. For this sentiment, I'm actually going to use one of the labels that came with a Paper Pumpkin kit, okay? Because I've been too crazy doing alternates, and I just don't mind using. I like using what I have, okay? So if imagination and creativity comes, I just use what I have. I'm not counting, oh my dear, I won't have for this or I won't have for that. This time I'm going to use the Pretty Peacock. I'm going to bring my Simply Chamois. I'm going to bring it out. And I want you to see how this works so, so good. I'm just going to put this on top. Look how it kind of stamps in there. It's so cool. So I like doing this. It's pretty clean, I think. It has a little dot in there, but I think that is so... There, that's when you use your nail. But beautiful. And then I put it back inside. Yep, it was a little wet. Love having this little chamois right here in this bag. I pull it out when I'm using it, and otherwise I just leave it right here on my table. I'm gonna use Pretty Peacock, as I said. Let me move it a little bit to the side. Boink, something fell on the ground. Again, I like trying always. And I'm gonna make a suggestion. Put your stamp straight on your clear block. That would definitely help. Definitely will help. So I'm going to be stamping You've Been on My Mind on that beautiful label that came with the kit. It has that gold around that makes things shine. Pretty Peacock is the color that actually came with the kit, okay? So we're gonna do that. Now, the best part, I'm gonna bring my cutter. I'll bring my cutter and I'll show you what I did. Chris said I need to get the washi. Yes, it is so cute. It is so cute. I was too curious about it, so I got it. Okay, so this is my sheet of paper, or designer series paper, and it says in here that these are the measurements that I'm using. The designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so that is 3 3/4 by 5. Now, the way we are going to cut this paper is so that we can show both sides at the same time, or on the same card is what I should say. So you are always going to start from the left corner. And what we will do is that we will put that left corner. Let me see if you can see correctly what I'm doing. I'll put that left corner right here at the top of my guillotine, and I'll put the bottom corner right here, so you can not see, have mercy, Lord, with my camera. Oh, there you can see better, right? So I'm kind of twisting it because I'm gonna cut from this side to this side. I'm making a line right from here to here. That's my first cut. So I'm going to just position it right there at the end of my cutter. Da-da-da. And I'm gonna cut diagonally. No wonder I cut a diagonal cut card. That's the first part. Now, after you cut it like this, I want you to turn your paper. You're gonna turn it just like that, the top one. So we have here, you have it here, you have the top triangle. You're going to twist it like this. And now, put back on your cutter and check what I'm going to do. I'm just putting them together corner to corner. That looks very weird, but it will work. Now I'm gonna open my guillotine, and I'm going to level this with one of these lines down here. Let me see, can you see? Yes, you can see. So I'm going to be leveling it down here. I'll move this a teeny bit. Right there, I want this to be straight. Instead of putting it at the top, I'm using these lines down here to keep it straight. And I want to bring this little corner right there. I want to bring it to the edge of my guillotine. So I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna move it together until it is right at the corner. Okay, I think I'm right at the corner and this is straight. Yep, so I'm gonna hold it in place and I'm going to cut. And those are the two cuts that we need, because this part now you twist it, you see you cut it from here, but you twist it and now you will add to the top. And look how cool that looks. So let's put it all together. Okay, and I'm going to bring my Seaside spray layer, and we are going to add this one here, then this one will go here, and this one will go here. And you can definitely go back to this video and check how in the world I did it. But it is, if you remember that you start from the left top corner to the bottom, and then you never lift this up. You just don't lift it up from your cutter. You just twist this, because it was like this, remember? And I twisted. I went like this, twing. Then you're all set. You're all good to go. Now let me bring my glue. I love my glue. My glue gives me wiggle room, okay? Wiggle room. So I'm almost done. Oh my dear, it keeps taking so much time on this video. It's been so much fun to share with you. Uh-oh. Okay. So here I'm gonna put this down here. And again, I just kind of cut things around. I didn't know what I was doing. I just cut I call this the diagonal cut card because I'm just cutting my paper in the diagonal. So I'm just gonna put this right here. Da-da-da. There you go. Hopefully I'm gluing it well. I don't think I'm gluing it that well today, but you are getting the idea. This is a live tutorial and someone is calling me and I am a bit busy at this moment, so I will be returning the call. Okay, so there I have that part. Now I have one more thing to do, and I think you're gonna love this idea for your ribbons. So let me bring some of my ribbon here. I have the scallop linen, and I'm actually going to bring out the Seaside, which is one of the colors that is on the card. And I'm also going to bring out the terracotta tile, okay? The other gorgeous one I'm gonna put aside. I don't need all this. And this is what I plan to do. I'm going to do a little banner because you know that I am into banners lately. And those who have some paper pumpkin pass kits, you are invited to participate in our monthly challenge. It happened, I think 2 weeks ago. I posted it. I want you to participate. I totally want you. So I'm gonna cut this here. because I know what I'm going to do. You don't, but I know. Haha. And the next part I'm going to do, I'm going to be just gluing it with or adhering it with some tape to the back of my card. Now, I'm not done yet. Give me 1 minutito. So you see what you can do with this beautiful, beautiful ribbon. Okay. I'm just going to add it to the back of my layer right there. Aha, Randy said it's a new cut for her. I am so glad. Honestly, I haven't seen it. So I just went ahead and created it, I guess. If someone does it, that's pretty cool. Now, I'm going to do something a little different with this beautiful ribbon. And it is that I'm going to go up because I want to make it a little thinner. So I'm going to go up to there. And then this one, I'm also going to go up. And it's like having two... Wait, I don't want to cut the one at the bottom. 2 pieces of ribbon together right here. And I think I can go a little bit higher. So this is another idea for those who did the ribbon share with me. I just like cutting things around and creating a little thing different. Now I'm going to bring the paper pumpkin twine. I think this is the current or the one before. I don't remember. I'm just going to use the whole thing. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to do a knot up here. Okay, so I cut the ends a little bit, and you are now wondering what in the world you're going to do. Well, I'm going to bring the beautiful, wonderful tape that Stampin'Up brought in one of our last paper pumpkin kits. Who remember which one? Which one came with this wonderful tape? I don't really remember, but it was not long ago, right? Awesome, Tisha said. It's fine. Thank you so much. Darcy said, I like long videos. Thank you, Darcy. So I'm going to put this little piece right here because I want to hold the top of my ribbon in place. I want the bottom to be shown, but I want the top of the ribbon to be in place right there. Look at that, how cute and how pretty. Don't you think that is the coolest way of using this? I absolutely love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I hope you are enjoying this and I cannot wait. You know, one of the best compliments is when you actually watch the video and then you go do your own, you know, you find a paper, and again, if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can still do this, right? You can find pretty papers and you can do it as well. I want all card makers to be inspired. Now I'm going to bring this and I'm going to bring some of my wonderful, wonderful dimensionals, put a few around here. Oh my goodness. God is so good. I'm almost finishing this. If you are not aware, I started a Paper Pumpkin challenge and a couple of weeks ago where I want all my Paper Pumpkin friends to bring ideas for the past Paper Pumpkin kits. I'm going to put this right there. Haha. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. I love sharing. This is so fun. This is so fun. Who likes this card? Come on, give me some thumbs up. It is good. So I made a few other cards. As you see, I got a little crazy. I made some with the flowers. This is the one that we just made today. But this is my favorite. And then actually, no, I think all of them are my favorite. Oh, I didn't show you this one. This is another one. It's just the same deal. Look at that. I cut the paper exactly the same way, you see? But this one, I turned this way. And then I just folded that pretty peacock scallop ribbon that we were just using. I cut it to kind of make like a bow in there. And then I put one of the tags that came with the Paper Pumpkin kit and the You're the Best. So I hope you like that. Let me give you one more idea. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Ooh, this is a plus. This is a plus. And I won't show you the front of this card. I'll show it to you later. But I want to show you the inside. You can take the beautiful paper and you can make the inside of a card with the designer stitch paper. So today I was just showing you a little bit of how the woven threads suite actually coordinates with a beautiful Paper Pumpkin. And I wanted to give you a cool idea to use any paper that you have and the wonderful new flowery pressed petals washi tape. Now, I have two things for you. One is a word about resolutions, okay? I'm resolute to do something with you, and I'm so excited that you're here. I'll share that with you. And the second is that I have a giveaway that I will be adding to the creative challenge for the Past Paper Pumpkin kits. I won't always do this type of giveaway for the challenge, but I will be giving it away every month, and I'm super, super excited about it. So just wait a few minutes. I'm going to turn my camera around and share with you. Okay? Let me stand up. Remember how last week I talked to you about Ezekiel 37? Well, I'm still on Ezekiel 37. I got stuck in there. And why I got stuck is because as I was meditating on it, the Lord kept reminding me that I don't have to be in a rush. I can just get stuck in one part of the Bible and review it and understand what he's telling me. And this is what was so important to me. Ezekiel 37 in the first verse says, "The hand of the Lord was upon me, and he brought me out by the Spirit of the Lord and set me in the middle of a valley. It was full of bones. He led me back and forth among them, and I saw great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. He asked me, 'Son of man, can these bones live?'" Check this out. Ezekiel said, "O sovereign Lord, you alone know." And that expression just stuck with me. You alone know. But check the answer that God gives to Ezekiel. "Then he said to me, prophesy to these bones and say to them, dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. I will attach tendons to you and make flesh come upon you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you, and you will come to life." Check this out. He said, "Then you will know that I am the Lord." And when I read that, this just stuck in my heart, where the Lord says, can you see how much I want you to know me? Can you see how I yearn for you to know my heart? And this is the Lord speaking to me, and I'm just sharing it with you because I think it's so wonderful that the Lord we serve wants to be known. But it's something that we also need to desire and want to know him. And as I read in Ezekiel, there were so many times that the Lord kept saying, I will make myself known. The nations will know. You, Israel, will know. And in Ezekiel 36 is that chapter where he says that he will put his spirit in you and move you to follow his decrees and careful to keep his laws. And later on, he says again, then they will know that I am the Lord. Several parts it kept saying, you will know that I am the Lord. And I was so inspired because there's no other God like our God that wants us to know him, to understand him. Even in Jeremiah 9:24 says, let him who boast about this, that he understands and knows me, that I am the Lord who exercises kindness, justice, and righteousness on earth. For in these I delight, declares the Lord. And I love how Paul in the book of Philippians chapter 3 verse 10 says, I want to know Christ and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings. And then he says, becoming like him. So Paul had in his heart a resolution that did not start in January. It doesn't have to start at the beginning of the year. It can start right now with our lives, wanting to know Christ and his heart, know really who the Lord is for us and for others, who he is in your life. And I think the Lord is calling you as well to know his heart. So today I just want to inspire you to go to the Word, to read about the God of the Bible, to give it a chance, to read about Jesus, to study by yourself, to ask him, show yourself to me, because God wants to show himself to you in so many ways. And this totally inspires me to be resolute, to make a decision, to know him even more. I know the Lord, but I want more of him. I want him to reveal himself even more. I just know him this much. I want to know and understand his heart every single day. So I will be getting myself even more in the Word. That is my resolution. And the giveaway. Why am I talking about this? There is a reason. And the reason why is because I want you also to get in the Word. So check what I found. This is a Bible called the My Creative Bible. And you may read it kind of like upside down because I'm on Facebook. I'll switch it on YouTube. But I've been wanting in my heart to do something special with everything that I'm winning from Stampin' Up. I have a good amount of Paper Pumpkin subscribers, and sometimes, you know what, the Lord blesses me too much. I want to give back. So out of all my subscribers, whatever I'm winning, I want to use to give Bibles that inspire others to read the Word. And next week, I'll show you the inside of this Bible. I think you're gonna love it. And this is gonna be one of the giveaways for the Creative Challenge that I started a couple of weeks ago. The past Paper Pumpkin Challenge, remember that? I put it on my Facebook and it's on my blog and it's on my YouTube. August 12th, we will be picking the winner. And oh my dear, so many of you have been so generous, just giving so much. I'm so excited because this is not a challenge where I'm the only one giving and trying to attract people to me. I want people to see Jesus in everything that I do. And in that regards, I know you love stamps, but I know that you need the Word. So this is going to be my gift to you. Thank you to all my Paper Pumpkin subscribers because you make it possible. And I'm super excited to keep just bringing ways to point you to Jesus because He is the love and the Lord and the Savior of my life. I love you all. I thank you. I cannot wait to show you this. I'll show it to you next video, okay, on Monday. So be here. And on August 12th, we're going to be picking the person that is a raffle. You know, everybody that participates and put your submission there under that post that I created, you are going to enter to win a lot of goodies that everybody is offering. It's just from the heart. It's such a generous act. I love you, girls. It's just awesome to have you here. I would love to stay forever, but that's not going to be very good for lives for my editing video. So I love you. Mwah. Seek the Lord. He gives us joy. He gives us purpose. There's nobody else like Him. I love you. I'll see you later. Ciao, ciao.